chapter 12, which is the river encounter, and Volke goes and saves the girl from drowning. He goes into the river. He's very good in the water. Grave Master William grew up on an island. He's born and raised there. Ends up saving her and makes a comment about how her mother would be upset, and she gets very, very feisty with him and starts to make up a story about how he was obviously spying on her and she didn't need help. And then people start to arrive on the scene. She continues to put up this frantic nature, more intent on punishing Volke for his actions than taking responsibility for what really happened.
Like, this whole scene escalates so fast. Like, 1 minute Volke is just doing his thing, rescuing her, and the next minute she's like, oh my gosh, he manhandled me. Like, he's the worst person in the world. Like, I feel like Ron Burgundy, like, that escalated quickly.
That really got out of hand fast. Luckily, the girl's sister, Livia, comes over and essentially apologizes for her behavior. She knows that the young girl was really trying to get a glitter crab, which is a creature that's supposed to bring extra luck. So Volke, being the kind-hearted person that he is, even after this whole affair, goes and uses his shadow tendrils to actually capture and give the girl the glitter crab. And there's also this moment where they joke about some of the famous arcanists of old and almost like they're retelling stories of their own, but a very cute little moment between them.
Could this be love? Like, I know Volke's kind of pining for Addie, but, you know, maybe it could be love. Like, him and
it feels
Livia
like
are
it fits
talking
a little
about,
bit.
I think, Lark the Gallant, and right, like, it looks like it could be a blossoming thing here, and, you know, go Volke, just stumbling in the woods and happens to save the girl in the river and meeting her older sister, and they actually know all these old stories, and Volke's actually like really relaxed and not awkward, and like, I don't know, not like a 17, 18-year-old that just stumbled across somebody that could be potentially love.
Yeah, so very, very excited for him for this situation. And I also just find it funny how often he comes to find himself in these little flirtatious romantic encounters, even though he's not at all looking for that.
So was that like, you know what? Fine, just kick him out the door and figure it out. Well, come on.
Yes.
We do want to thank you for listening today and thank our editor, Dan Mackison. You can find this podcast on Podbean, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts, pretty much anywhere a podcast is playing. We are on YouTube. We are on Facebook as well. And we do want to give a special thank you to the Frith Chronicles fandom as we get into all of the bestiaries and all of these different mystical creatures through these sections. So they are going to be a huge help. I know once the bestiary book comes out, which hopefully is, again, sometime here in the near future, and I believe they're still taking orders for the bestiary as well, we should be getting more information about these mystical creatures. If you want to get in touch with us, you can send us an email at frithfieldpod@gmail.com, or you can shoot us a message on Facebook or comment on our Facebook page. Scott, was there anything else you'd like to add?
Check back next week for a new next step in the Pokemon journey.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you, and I'll see you guys next week.